What is up, everyone? This is Kaz. Today I'm going to be talking about the single most effective way to progress in your account. So no matter where you are, if you're early game, if you're early mid game, if anything you want to do in this game is going to be dependent on this one thing, and that's rune quality. And early on, what you want to do is you want to build a giant speed 10 team. And I know that's not the glamorous way to play this game, but let's be real, this is the most effective way to build your account. So I see so many people in the chats, level 20, level 25, and they're talking about, man, I need to pull a Varad, I need to pull a Xyrus, I need to pull, A, B, and C, Nat 5. And honestly, early on in the game, that stuff isn't really going to matter. I mean, yeah, it's going to be fun, you're going to be able to do a lot of cool stuff, but you're really not going to be able to progress in the game as quickly if you're not focusing on building a giant speed 10 team. Now, what I want to do today is I want to take you from building your very first Giants team to going into how do I get that transitioned into a 1-minute team. Because regardless of where you are in your game, if you're trying to complete TOA normal 100, it's going to be about rune quality. If you're trying to build a Dragons B10 team, it's going to be about rune quality. Or if you want to build a, some guild battle teams or some siege teams, it's going to be about rune quality. And the best way to do that is to build that Giants B10 team and get that down to 1 minute so that you can efficiently farm your runes and build up that mana so you can max those runes out. Now, the starter team I'm not going to spend too much time on, just because I know there's so many videos out there on it, but I do want to touch base on this team here. The team that you want to start with, and this is really an easy one to get because all of these monsters are farmable. This team is Veramos, Bella, Bernard, Shannon, and Darian. And this team's really going to synergize well, they're going to complement each other, and they're going to help you complete this giant speed 10 on auto. And that's really the first step that you want to go to, is to make this auto team. You're probably going to land at about 3 minutes per run. Now, once you've got your starter team ready to go, the next thing you want to do is you want to begin to start transitioning towards a 1-minute team. Now, what I usually do, and what I usually recommend here, is that you take Bernard and you take Darian, and you can swap them out for 2 damage dealers. Now, the 2 that I'm using here is Amir and Sigmaris. You can also use Theo, you can also farm a Crow. If you get lucky enough to pull them or you use Scam Stones, you can use Hua, you can use a Rang, you can use a Rochi. But the big thing you want to do is you want to start introducing some damage dealers to the team. Now, while you're doing all this, you're going to want to start saving your summoning stones that you're getting from Guild Battle and the ones that you're getting from doing TOA, as well as buying them anytime you see them in the shop and the guild shop. I may take a lot of heat for saying that, but what you want to do is you want to save those summoning stones up for 3 monsters. And once they're in the rotation, you can start summoning for them. Those 3 monsters are Lucian, Hua, and Galleon. Once you have those 3, you're going to be able to get a very solid and consistent 1-minute Giants team. And we'll talk about that in just a little bit as to why that works. But you want to be saving up those summoning stones for those monsters while you're at this point. Because you may be here for a little while, just building up your runes, getting 6-star sets for all of your monsters, and maxing those runes out. And with the guild points that you're getting from the Guild Wars and the Siege, you're going to want to start investing in Ifrit pieces and also in those 4-star Rainbow Mon. That way you can continue to progress your team. And if you haven't already pulled Amir or Theo, those 2 monsters are going to be very useful in advancing your GB10 team. Now, once you have pulled your Lucian, your Galleon, and your Hua, you are ready to make your first 1-minute safe GB10 team. Now, let me break down these 3 monsters here, because the team I'm using here is Lucian, Galleon, Hua, Sigmaris, and Crow. And Lucian here is going to be your main source of damage for the waves. He's going to help you clear those waves quicker. He's going to be the attack lead so that your monsters are going to deal more damage. Your Galleon is going to be support. He's going to be your primary source of defense break and attack buff. and he's also going to be a backup attack bar reducer. Now that's important when we get to Hua, because Hua is really the glue that makes this entire team work. Hua actually, once you get to the giant, Hua is your primary source of attack bar reduction and speed break. And what that does is it prevents the giant from actually taking a turn and doing his AoE attack. So you should be able to do enough damage to take this giant down before he wipes your entire team. And that's kind of the idea behind this team, is that you're going to basically kill the giant before the giant has a chance to take a turn. Now, I know there are other ways to make a 1-minute Giants B10 team, and I'm sure there's much more efficient ways to do it. But this is the way that I have found that is best. It's the way that I recommend to my guildmates. So if you have any other ways to do it, or you have any suggestions, drop it down in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, subscribe and smash that like button. If you have a topic you want me to cover in the future, drop it down in the comments below. And that's going to do it for today. Peace out.